Alright, YouTube, welcome to the first video in my channel. This is Run Level What? And I'm just going to record videos on whatever I feel like recording them on. And lately it seems like I am going to do it on knife collecting, which is my latest hobby. And this particular knife that I have here is a Tac Force model that's widely available on Amazon.com, and it's something that I recently bought on a whim. You can acquire it for under $10, and this particular knife, I saw it, it looked cool, I bought it for $10, of course not knowing, I knew it was not going to be a Kershaw or a CRKT. I knew it was not going to be any of these kind of, models that I would expect a decent quality out of. However, I think I have a different opinion of it than I think that a lot of, from what I've seen of reviews on this particular knife, the reviews either come from people that were just looking for something, that, they just wanted to throw in their toolbox, and, it was something either between that and the knife collectors that are slamming the type of steel it was made out of, and, these kind of features. Let me tell you my thoughts on it. This particular model of knife, I think, really impressed me in the fact that, first of all, I ordered the gray model. This is, let me start off by saying this is the TF-705 model. And so if you're looking on Amazon.com, you can look for the TF-705. And I happened to order the model in gray. They said it was a gray. That's what they called it. It's different. It's not really gray, and I don't know, the lighting that I have here is not going to do very good justice to the quality of the color of this knife. It's not really gray. It has a greenish hue to it, and depending on the lighting, I'm sure you're going to get all different kind of colors out of it. But this greenish gray hue that it has on here, I honestly think is a very cool color. It's incredibly cool, the way that it stands out, but not in an abrupt fashion off of the black of the frame and the blade. It's just a very cool very cool color combination. The overall shape of the knife, it's I read another review on Alien Inception. It is very alien-esque in its format, But anyway, let me get on into what I think about this knife. First of all, Tac Force. Let's talk about Tac Force. Tac Force is under the umbrella of Master Cutlery, which is the same umbrella that brands like M-Tech are under. Now, M-Tech is a brand that I don't like to classify brands as being good or bad. M-Tech is each model you have to take as it comes. There's a lot of brands, or a lot of models of knife from M-Tech that I am not entirely thrilled about. I'm going to show you one right now. For example, this. I just bought this only about a week and a half ago. Okay, this particular model of knife, if you look at it, does this not bear an incredibly striking resemblance to a Kershaw model of knife? The low-end Kershaw, I forgot, there's three models of knife in a low-end Kershaw line that just came out. The lifter, the manifold, there's three, I forgot the other one, but there's three models in this low end of Kershaw knife that are spring assisted. One of them, I believe, is the lifter, and I think this one, if you just look at the shape of it, look at the slots, look at the shape, look at everything, you are going to find that this greatly resembles the lifter from Kershaw. There's a lot of ways that, apart from the obvious, immediate view, that it will depart from the Kershaw. For example, if I turn it over, you're going to notice that, the pocket clip aside, you are going to notice that there is no stop for the frame lock to prevent it from coming too far this way, and so that ultimately is going to cause problems for people as they're over the years. It's probably going to overbend, and the spring is going to get worn out of it. Now, why is that important? because again, as I'm talking about, this knife in particular, I just wanted to point out that this knife is what I believe, this particular MTech knife, is what I see as being a sub $10 knife quality and what I expect out of it. And I'm going to, go even deeper into that. Even though this is spring assist, okay, it snaps out okay. It snaps out better than more expensive knives that I've had. But you know what? When I first got this, I was all stoked about getting it, and now as I look at it, and you probably won't be able to see it on the video, but look at the play in there. I got a good 1/8 of an inch of play in there. Okay, this way, I got play that way too. But I was just, when it was tight when I bought it, I made sure of that before I left the store. And again, I just wanted to show you with the blade out, see how that greatly, the Tonto style blade, and the recurve, not really recurve, but I don't know what you call that, when it goes up into the blade. That style of angle of arc in the blade, again, all of it greatly resembles the Kershaw lifter model. But again, I was so stoked when I got this, I was flipping the hell out of it. I was just like, swinging that thing out, left and right. I was like, wow, $10, that's a cool looking knife. Everything about it, I was really stoked about. But, after about, a couple of hours of flipping that sucker open, and that's what I ended up with, that kind of blade play in there. And so, all that aside, don't get me wrong, I spent less than $10 on this, in the store. Walked out of it, I was happy. I walked out. This is, if I wanted to go out and, I'm bored, I'm out on a picnic somewhere with people, I'm bored, I'm going to be flicking this into the grass, I don't care about using this to carve initials in trees, that kind of stuff. It is what it is, for what I bought it for, it is a, attempt at, mimicking another model of knife, I think, in my opinion. Like I said, all things considered, this is a heavy knife, and the spring on it, it still springs out, it's still, as far as that, it goes. So for $10, yeah. Did I get what I paid for? Yeah, I think I probably got what I paid for. And, I'm not slamming it. But anyway, all that to say that that's what I expect out of a $10 knife. So let's get back to what we're actually reviewing here. Okay, this Tac Force model here. Now, Tac Force is under the same umbrella. Master Cutlery is the brand that is under, the company that the brand is under. And I've been flipping the heck out of this thing. Okay, spring assisted, nice small little lever. When you close it, it is a positive lock. Okay, if you look at it, now I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6 foot tall. I usually wear a large size glove. Okay, and that's what it is in my hand. I'm not going to give you the specs. I'm not going to go all that detailed into the type of steel and all that stuff. You can look that up. There's myriads of reviews and specs on that. It's just I wanted to cover some things that I have not seen in other review videos regarding this. So anyway, with that in mind, it's got this thumb slot, so you can open it with a thumb that way. But as far as your one-handed operation, look how smooth that is. If I want to close it, I love the fact that they left plenty of relief here. It's so easy to close this thing. So one-handed operation, it's fantastic. I will tell you something else about this particular tactical knife. If you look over here, there's a glass breaker on the end. The glass breaker is actually molded into the spine of the knife here. Okay, it's part of it. It's all one piece. So it's not like it's a hardened tip that some knives use. The cheaper models of knives, they screw a tip in there that's of hardened steel, usually a tungsten or something. And this is not that way. The glass breaker is actually a part of the spine of the knife. And so you're not going to lose that anytime soon. And so that gets extra points, for me. Another selling point to this knife is this. It's the bottle opener. You know, and one of the reviews that I've seen online about this particular knife is, you know, that you can't really use the bottle opener, you know, with unless the knife is open. Well, you actually can. You know, it's not as efficient as it would be. You can use the bottle opener. You know, I've got a bottle here, and the problem is that if you use this, you got to remember this is only a little point. It's not like a flat bottle opener. So you got to make sure that you've got that like right on a ridge of the bottle cap, and it's got to be just perfect. So it isn't, but you can open it. It will work, and it still doesn't work as well as, you know, if this thing was open. And of course that is a little bit of a hazard because you've got your finger over here. And that will work better. That works much better. But it actually can work with it closed. You know, it's not the greatest in the world. But anyway, I mean, you're getting a feature that I think that, you know, what feature, you know, a bottle cap opener has in, you know, a tactical knife, I guess that remains to be seen. But anyway, that's what this is. So anyway, I just wanted to say that as far as the price that you pay for this knife on Amazon, this is a fantastic knife. I love the colors of it. Of course, you can get it in all different colors, and that may entirely change the look and the appearance of this particular piece. But, you know, as far as size, it's a great tactical knife. You know, if I hold that, if I need to utilize that glass breaker, okay, this is a fantastic size to wrap into my hand. And look where my thumb is at. The angle is absolutely perfect with the joint of my thumb to be able to hold that on the flat here, to be able to shatter glass without, you know, having any kind of sharp edges or hot spots up in here. I mean, it really is. I could see where this, you know, in an emergency situation, if I had to shatter glass, this is a comfortable knife to do that with. Okay, so I just wanted to really point that out. You know, as far as the glass breaker piece of this knife goes, it's very, very efficient, you know. And you know, again, the smoothness of it. Look how smooth that is. I mean, in a $10 knife, man, I bought, you know, I'll be reviewing one later, you know, but a Humvee, you know, for the price I paid for that, it doesn't even open that smooth. Not anywhere close. But anyway, this knife, you know, other specs of it, again, I don't want to really get into the specs of the knife. Again, you can look up the quality of steel and everything and make your own judgments online from a bunch of other reviews. I just wanted to give my insights on it. You know, you got about a 50% serration blade here. You know, maybe you're looking for serration, maybe you're not. But anyway, that's you know, I just really, my first impressions on this knife when I took it out and after I've been using it for a while, that's what I realized about it. First of all, I just love the color combination. I love the shape of it. I love the smoothness and the ease of operation, you know, the one-handed operation. I love all of that about this knife. I like the fact that, you know, the glass breaker, again, is molded into the spine. You know, actually having a bottle cap one, you know what, it takes a tactical knife to the whole new level. You know, this is actually something, you know, the question comes up, you hear the EDC term now, you know, everyday carry, and you know, would this be an everyday carry knife? There's a lot of people that say, oh yeah, this is my everyday carry, you know. You know, I'm going to get into that in future reviews. I think that is one of the biggest things as I have gotten into knife collecting. This whole term of EDC, I think, has been blown way out of proportion. I'm going to be getting into that, you know, what really fits into that category, and I'm going to get very, very opinionated about it. And you know, everybody's going to have different opinions, but you know, again, I'm going to definitely voice mine. So anyway, that's my opinion of this knife. But, the bottom line is that you are getting far more than what you pay for in this particular model in the Tac Force 705. You know, and again, you have a bunch of different colors to choose from. But if you were looking for something to throw in that toolbox, something to have for emergency situations, you know, serrated blade with the flat blade, this is a great knife. It's smooth operation, glass breaker, bottle cap opener, you know, something extra to have in the toolbox of the boat, you know. Fantastic knife. I can't slam it. This is so much better than I would have expected for 10 bucks. That, you know, hey, buy with pride, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, this is Run Level What? And I'm out.